Hello YouTube, this is withoutruleoflaw.com coming at you with a video about EDC knives, and specifically EDC knives that I carry a lot. And lately I've had a big change in what I'm carrying, and that's what this video is about. So let's start real quick with the knives that I usually do carry. Well, my number one EDC knife, the one that I have on me the most, is this one, the excellent SOG Flash I. This is a small pocket knife that you can carry with you. It's got assisted opening, it's wicked fast. It's got like this extra lock right here where you can what do you call it, lock the knife in securely so it doesn't open up in your pants if you're afraid of that. It's got tip-up carry, it's light, and it's super sharp, which is of course what you need in a knife. Main reason I carry this a lot is because I go to work in dress pants, nice jacket, etc. So my work requires me to look, you know, not kind of like a average Joe on the street, but like a professional. And of course carrying a knife, especially here in Holland, would make people frown a little bit. But this little knife really doesn't scare anyone. When you pull it out to do chores like open up a package and sit like that, it's not a big issue. Anyways, so this would be the knife that I carry the most. It's small, light, very useful, and in that sense I like it a lot. I picked this up, by the way, on my vacation in 2011 when I was visiting my girlfriend in Florida, and I finally had a chance to obtain this excellent little pocket knife. Okay, knife that I carry most second, Kershaw Skyline. What is there not to like about this knife? It's relatively cheap. It's got a really sharp edge, I mean hair shaving sharp, no kidding. And again, pretty easy to carry, although it's tipped down, where the Flash I is tip up. Still decent. It's a little bit bigger than the SOG Flash I, but again, excellent knife. Kershaw Skyline, EDC knife number 2. The other knife that I carry a lot as a EDC knife would be another, well, what I would call top 10 folder. Here we have it, the excellent Spyderco Tenacious. Yeah, baby. Really, again, nothing not to like about this knife. It's got a really sharp edge. It's full flat ground. I like that too in a knife. Nice material, good jimping. It's a little bit on the large side if you think about it, and if you compare it, you'll see that the blade isn't that much longer than, for instance, the Skyline, but it is a lot broader. Again, I like it, super sharp, very good edge retention. And the price range on it is pretty cool as well. However, I'm getting to the last knife, so this doesn't run too long. And this might come as a surprise for a lot of people to say that I'm carrying this as an EDC knife, because you wouldn't probably think of it as an EDC knife, as it is more of a large tactical folder. What am I talking about? Here it is. Cold Steel Spartan. Oh yeah, baby. This is a huge knife if you compare it to the other knives. Let's hold it to the SOG Flash I. Yeah, that's a dwarf. If you hold it to the Kershaw Skyline, yeah, still pretty much bigger. If you compare it to the Spyderco, yeah, still a lot bigger. So what would you think possesses me to carry this as an EDC knife? Well, although it's a big knife, and I'm talking, now I have to look at my paper, I think it's, yeah, it's like 4.5 inch blade, which is 11.5 centimeters, give or take a few millimeters. The overall length is like 10.5 inch, which is like 26 to 27 centimeters. It's large, and it's not light either. I mean, this thing is a heck of a lot heavier than, for instance, the Spyderco, and it's like humongous. It's a tank compared to the SOG Flash I. However, believe it or not, by the design, the pocket clip is way up here. It's black, as you can see. By the way, you can reverse it if you want. Cold Steel also gives you an extra clip that comes with the packaging right here. Spartan. And so you would think like, what the hell? This would stick out like a sore thumb. Well, in reality, I've been able to carry this in my dress pants, believe it or not, pretty darn concealed. This thing really rocks. You know, if you pull out a blade like this, yeah, you got to be careful doing it, and think about where you're doing it, because of course this is a lot more intimidating than when you pull out a little EDC knife like the SOG Flash I. So that's of course a concern here in Holland, because people are kind of like freaking out on knives and stuff like that. But in reality, hell, I like it. And again, I've walked around with this like a couple of days in a row in my dress pants. You don't see the knife, and again, that all has to do with the high up, and it's black, which is important because I usually wear black dress pants. You don't see the knife. It rides up all the way up in your pocket, like so. And I did put this little paracord on there. I'm going to take it off again because I found out I don't need it, because I can just pull it out by attenuating it here. This thumb stud makes it where when you pull out the knife, it deploys readily, which is a good feature as well. Built like a tank, large blade, sharp. I mean, let's face it, that's one of the main chores that you would have for a knife cutting. Well, as you can see, no problems whatsoever there. Now, having said that, is it a will I always be carrying this? No. Like I said, people do freak out when you pull out a big knife like this, so you have to be aware of that, and which still makes my SOG Flash I my #1 EDC knife. But as a secondary knife, I would not mind carrying this. Again, the Spyderco, which is on the large side as well, people dig that shape as well because it's more like, well, I would say a little bit more like leaf shape. By the way, if you notice, there's a tie wrap on here, which is a small modification that a lot of people on YouTube use. What it does, it acts kind of like a thumb stud. When you pull out the knife, it deploys readily. So that's handy as well. Anyway, before I digress too much and this turns into a 15-minute video, again, the Cold Steel Spartan, it's for the money, and I paid a lot more because knives in Holland are like way too expensive, especially if they're American. Just a quick, and this is before I sign off, comparison. I have a Buck Nighthawk here, which is a, as you can see, a fixed blade, and check it out. I mean, this is pretty darn close when you compare the size. So yeah, this is not too shabby to carry around in half, because of course the fact that it's a folder, and it's half the size. So in short, if you look at what I have here, I would say #1 EDC knife SOG, Kershaw, a good second one, the Spyderco Tenacious number 3, and yeah, I would not mind carrying this around. The Cold Steel Spartan. Great handle, drive-free grips, etc. You can do a wicked reverse grip on it if you need to. And for a large folder, it's pretty darn concealable. Anyway, that was kind of a revelation on my side maybe, and I just hoped you liked it. Oh, that was my tripod. So anyway, I hope you like it, and maybe you can go check it out yourself. These are excellent knives. I am going to buy another cold steel knife. I'm still thinking about which one I'm going to get, either the Recon 1 or maybe one of the other knives. But I'll be back on it. So this is Without Rule of Law signing off with a bunch of interesting EDC knives, and I would definitely not discourage you to carry the Cold Steel Spartan as an EDC knife. Just try it out. See ya.